it's a weight loss power walk workout for women of a certain age. You guys, today there's no jumping, no transitions to the ground, and no equipment. So let's go. All right, killer bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving. And that means that we're getting started with some arm circles with high knees. Oh my gosh, doesn't that feel amazing? I love that first arm circle every single time. I'll be honest, I wasn't entirely ready to work out just yet, but as soon as I get moving and grooving like this, I know that it's gonna be a great one. You guys, welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B, your best middle-aged fitness friend, and today I have a beautiful power walk workout that is perfect for weight loss for women of a certain age, meaning my age, 50 or above. You guys, today we are taking it at a super moderate pace, which is why I didn't get going super fast right now. We're gonna get plenty sweaty. Do not worry about that. Never worry about that around here. We're definitely going to get sweaty, but we're not going to go super crazy with it, because the fact is you do not need to go super crazy to get an awesome workout that is perfect for weight loss. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. Oh my gosh, stretching out your chest, stretching out your thighs, getting ready to move and groove today, because today there's definitely some moving and grooving. Here's what it looks like. I've got my handy dandy gym boss set for intervals of 30 seconds of just walking. I know, just. You guys, I say that every time, and I really apologize, because walking is one of the world's most perfect exercises, especially on a day like today, because let me finish what I'm saying. 30 seconds of walking or marching or jogging or any kind of movement that you would like to do. And there's a minute of other low impact cardio exercises. None of those intervals is rest, you might have noticed, which is kind of where the just walking comes in. Truly, the walking is going to be the time where we can really kind of moderate our heart rate and make sure that we're not going too crazy. Let's do some welcome to my homes, reaching back. Oh my gosh, already starting to practice a little bit of balance here, stretching out your abs, stretching out your chest, making sure you can breathe. This is meant to be a moderate workout. Moderate is best for weight loss, especially at our age. And we're going to talk about why that's going to be the best bet for you. Moderate is also really good for body shaping, my friends. No matter what your goal is, I can tell you exactly how to get there. Go ahead and make sure you open up the description box. Honestly, always open up the description box. There's the list of exercises, there's shopping. You can get these capris that I got from Amazon. There's all kinds of explanation, all kinds of links, all kinds of everything. But specifically, you can learn all about how to make any workout work for you and your goal. And this one's gonna work today. Let's go ahead and get started with our walking. It's 30 seconds of a walking motion. And then when it beeps again, we're gonna go into kick jacks. Our arms are gonna be doing jumping jacks while our feet are doing kicking. I'm making sure to take today at a pace that I can sustain for the entire workout. That is truly the key to moderation, is thinking about, if I had to do this exact motion for the entire 20, 25, 30 minute workout, whatever it is, could I sustain that the entire time? So here we go with kick jacks. And that means you're probably going to move a little bit slower, honestly, than you might otherwise. Because I know if you're thinking, oh, it's 30 seconds, I can do anything for 30 seconds. Totally true. And on a push day, that would absolutely be the kind of thing that I would even be telling you, oh, it's only 30 seconds, give it what you've got. But this is a long workout. I mean, relative to 30 seconds, this is a long workout. And honestly, there's no need to push ourselves today. For weight loss, I know the popular thought is that you have to move more and eat less. By the way, when it beeps again, we're going back to that walking motion. But the fact is, at our age, that's not really how it works anymore. If you have some weight to lose, if perhaps you put on some weight right around the time of menopause, here's why, my friends. Your hormones changed. And they're not out of whack. They're not going crazy. They're not going nuts. Here we go with walking. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to stop producing estrogen. And what happens when we stop producing estrogen is we stop being able to recover from our workouts as well as we used to be able to. When it beeps again, we're doing something I call wide open side kicks. So we're gonna have our hands at our chest level, elbows high the entire time. We're gonna open and close our hands while kicking out to the side. It's gonna take a fair bit of coordination on my part, so I'm gonna think about it first. Wide open, side kick. Okay, here we go. As soon as I get into a groove, I'm good. I just have to think about that first 1 or 2 times. But you guys, the thing is, when we don't recover as well as we used to from our workouts, we actually end up having an excess of cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and it's meant to help us with stress. But what happens is it builds up, and then we have a stress response. Your body's one and only response to stress is to store fat. And that, my friends, is very frequently why we end up putting on weight during menopause when we're still exercising. We're still doing everything that we used to do. We're pushing hard. We're trying to lose weight. And yet our body is responding almost the exact opposite of how it used to. Isn't that crazy? And the thing is, again, it's your body doing exactly what it's supposed to do. We're back to walking. It just takes some mental adjustment on our part to realize that taking it down a notch, still working out every day. Don't get me wrong here. We're still working out. We're still getting sweaty. We're still having a great time. We're just not pushing the way we used to. When it beeps again, we're going to do booty kicker elbow swings. So we're doing booty kickers with our lower body, just like we do when on the warm-ups. But with our upper body, we're doing some big elbow swings. Really getting a good motion here. Whew, getting a good, nice swing. Feels like a fantastic stretch in my thighs. I don't know why my thighs are carrying some extra tension today, but apparently they are. And this really feels like a nice stretch while we're moving at a fun pace. And I think that's the thing that I have learned how to enjoy the most about moderating at this age. You know, when I was younger, I mean, even up to a year or 2 ago, I used to love to push. And I still enjoy that feeling, except for the fact that now I know that after I push, I'm going to take so much longer to recover than I want to. So the pushing doesn't feel quite as satisfying as it did once upon a time. But now that I am moderating, where I'm really thinking about, okay, what else do I want to get done with my day? What else do I want to do in my life? And what else do I want, how do I want to feel? Let's go ahead and come back to walking. And then, when you realize that you don't have to push so hard, the workout gets more fun because you can just take it at a pace that feels good. You know you're going to get sweaty. You know you're going to get results from it because truly, the weight loss results don't come from the workout. Weight loss results comes from eating the right number of calories every day. You guys, when it beeps again, we're doing goof jacks, one of my favorite exercises. It's not a squat, but it's like a little half squat. And so we do a little half squat and then we come up into what would be a jumping jack with our arms, except there's no jumping, and just one leg flying out to the side. I'm going to slow this down just a tiny bit. This one always gets my heart rate way, way, way up. And the thing is, you don't have to get your heart rate way, way, way up with a moderate workout. Your heart rate is absolutely elevated over its resting rate. This is actually, a question that I get asked pretty frequently. What kind of heart rate should I have for a moderate workout? The fact is, it's going to vary. It'll vary depending on your age, depending on your fitness. You want to be able to, as I am, talk in complete sentences. You want to be able to feel like you got sweaty, you had a good time, but it's not so much that you're knocking yourself out. If you have been exercising for years, like I have, you are going to be very tempted to think that it's not enough and then right back to walking. And that is, honestly, that's how I know that it's just right. When I feel like, gosh, I wonder if that was enough, then that means that it's just about perfect. It's enough to get your endorphins flowing, enough to feel good, but almost at the point where you're like, gee, I wonder if that did anything. When it beeps again, we're doing punch down switch foot, which is just what it sounds like. We're going to punch down while we're switching our feet back and forth. The thing about enough Here we go with that punch down switch foot. Enough is such a silly word. It truly is. Your brain will automatically go searching for an answer to, is this enough? And I guarantee you, it's always going to come up with the answer, no, because technically you could do more. Technically you could exercise for hours and hours, and you absolutely do not need to. I mean, as an endurance runner, you might want to, and that's totally fine, but you don't need to, especially if you are looking for weight loss results. The thing is, we don't actually burn fat necessarily while we are exercising. I know you want to. I know it feels like it. We're sweating. We're having a good time. Of course you're burning fat, right? Not automatically, my friends. Here we go back to walking. Your body is burning fat when and where and from where it wants to. You cannot force your body into burning fat. When it beeps again, we're gonna do disco dancers. So we're gonna have one hand with our little disco going up to one side. I got my disco fingers already here, pointer fingers. We're gonna do a little John Travolta action. While you're pointing up on one side, that opposite leg is pointing out the other way. So disco dancers. I always start hearing the hustle in my head when we do this move. I absolutely love it. I still listen to disco music, my friends. The thing about trying to force your body into doing anything, truly anything, trying to force your body to build muscle, trying to force your body to lose weight, trying to force your body to do any kind of adaptation, it's always a losing game. Truly, your body is literally 1,000,000 times smarter than any of us on the planet. We have not figured out how your body does many of the things that your body does. Your body is a walking, talking, breathing, dancing miracle. And if we could force it to do things, well, we probably would. But since we can't, how about we allow it? Here we go with walking, just walking. How about if we just allow our body to do exactly what it's gonna do? Because it's gonna do what it's gonna do anyways. The thing is, when you mentally let yourself allow your body to do what it's going to do, it was already going to do that, but it takes away the burden of feeling freaked out about what your body is doing. When it beeps again, we're doing frog reaches. Going to have our feet nice and wide. We're going to reach way down. Yes, it's a squat. And then we're going to reach way up. I'm going to really think about taking this one. Oh, I'm already grunting at a nice pace. It's cardio, but it's also, of course, we're doing a little bit of strength here too. You guys, if you are moving, you are toning, but you're not necessarily losing weight right now. You're not necessarily burning fat right now. You are building muscle. You are working on your muscle tone. Absolutely. Can't force your body to build muscle, but you can allow it to. You can allow your body to do exactly what it's going to do. And when you do allow, honestly, one of the nicest things I've ever done for myself is practice allowing what is happening to happen. And I mean that in a global sense. I mean that with your body. I mean that with your thoughts, your feelings, your life. Here we are back to walking. It does not mean that you roll over and say, I'm not going to make any changes. It means that you simply accept what is happening as what it is, and then you do what you can. You work on your thoughts, you work on your activities, you work on allowing things to be what they're going to be, and it doesn't feel so frustrating anymore. When it beeps again, we're going to do punch, punch, kick, you guys, recently. So punch, punch, and kick. Punch, punch, and kick. And yes, I have to say it out loud for at least the first couple of reps before I get myself into the groove. We are switching leader hand and kicking foot each time if you can. If you can't, believe me, I am the queen of uncoordination. Move your hands, move your feet. You're doing perfect. perfect. There's no punch, punch, kick police, except the other day, somewhat recently, I honestly don't remember exactly how long it was ago now, but I totally forgot to do this exercise. There was a workout recently where I promised that we were going to do punch, punch, kick. And then I completely skipped over it because I was talking too much, as happens all the time. So I wanted to make sure that we got that in. Now, today, we're doing a punch, punch, kick. And we're doing a whole minute of it, so there's plenty of it. You guys, I don't think I mentioned that this is a no repeat workout today. We are getting our great workout done. Well, okay, it's a repeating no repeat because we do keep coming back to the walking, but we're not repeating any of the other exercises. So I don't have to remember what we've done and what we haven't done, except that I do have to keep reading my whiteboard here just in case I forget something there. Because I do. Thank you, menopause brain. When it beeps again, we're going to do skiers. That means that our hands are going to go up and down right in front of our body, while our lower body, our legs, are shuffling back and forth. It is across your body, if you can. I had one personal training client. Every time we did skiers, she would get so frustrated. She could not go across her body. And it was fine with me. I mean, you've met me. It was fine with me if you're doing it wrong, especially on a cardio exercise. Truly, as long as you're pulling in your core and for the most part, like thinking about standing up straight and tall. I mean, 99% of cardio exercises where we're standing up, I want you to be standing up straight and tall, holding in your core. But there's nothing magical about going across your body. It does work your abs, across your body. It makes you work a little bit harder. It's good for your brain to try and work across your body like this. But there's nothing so important about it that you should stop in the middle of what you're doing and get frustrated and feel like you're doing it wrong. The fact is, the way your body wants to move, maybe you should just allow it. Maybe, back to walking here, maybe allowing is the secret to not feeling frustrated with anything. Am I right? When it beeps again, we are going to do, where am I now? Okay, we just did skiers. We're gonna do forward hinge arm flappers, one of my favorites. I actually made sure to stack today's workout with some of my favorite exercises just because I can. You guys, I love cardio. I'm a big, big, big fan of cardio workouts. You probably know that if this is not your first time here. So we're gonna hinge forward while our arms are flapping, kind of like jumping jacks, except there's still no jumping. We haven't had any yet, not gonna have any now. The thing is, when in doubt, you should really enjoy your workouts. I mean, truly, always. Yes, there's once in a while where you're gonna have to force yourself to do something that maybe you don't love. I mean, later today, there's gonna be some balance work. You probably don't love that. There's, can I promise this? I don't think, no, there's no drinky birds today, so you don't have to do anything that you really don't love. If you love strength training, make yourself do cardio once in a while. If you love cardio, make yourself do strength training once in a while. If you love to do literally everything in the world except stretching, like this girl here, then make yourself stretch once in a while. You do not have to force yourself to do all the things all the time. Back to walking. It's okay to push yourself to do something you don't enjoy right now because you might enjoy it. Kind of like what we were talking about, allowing things to be. You can change, you can make changes, but allow yourself to make changes in a way that feels right for you. When it beeps again, we're gonna do alley-oops. Okay, I know some of you are not loving this one. Feel free to sub out whatever exercise you want. Our hands are wide, our feet are wide. We're swooping over the top and then coming down into a lunge, down on the side and then on the other side. Up over the top like a rainbow and then down into a lunge. You are absolutely welcome, really specifically, if you don't love lunges, you are absolutely welcome to stay up high. Truly, it's your hands that are getting your heart rate up. The lunge is just kind of a little extra benefit for those of us who are not worried about dodgy knees to get some strength training in your legs. You are absolutely welcome to kick either forward or out to the side anytime I do any kind of squat or lunging move. This one for me, there's a reason why I don't do it a lot. I love the lunging part. Lunging feels super good for your thigh muscles, which actually can be good for your knees if you're engaging your muscles well. But this one makes me a little bit dizzy because I'm trying to look forward, coming back to walking. I try to look forward to like, look at the camera, look at you, but I'm going back and forth. And so it's a lot of spinning in my head. So I don't do alley-oops quite as often as I used to. When it beeps again, you guys, we're doing can-cans. That's where we kick, well, we don't kick our knee. We bring up one knee, and then on that same leg, we kick. So it's a knee and a kick on one side, and then it's a knee and a kick on the other side. I happen to love this one just because it's a little bit like a dance move, although I do hear that sometimes this one's a little bit tricky for you guys too. And I want you to know there's no can-can police. There's no leg twister jack police. There's no drinky bird police. There's no cardio police. There's no strength police. The fact is, you are always in charge of your own workout. You are the only person that you have to kind of account to yourself for. You know when you're doing what's right for you. You know when you're allowing your body to just do what it's gonna do. You don't ever have to do the exercises perfectly in order to get benefit from them. You don't ever have to do anything perfectly to get benefit from it, especially if you allow your body to just be your body. My body, not super flexible. My body, not super coordinated. Right back to walking. My body is what it is, and at this point, if I'm still fighting against that, I don't have a whole lot of time left to feel happy with just being where I am. I like where I am. I actually do feel quite happy with where I am because I'm allowing myself to be here. When it beeps again, you guys, we're doing ding dongs, and that is the last of our big cardio exercises. Our hands are swinging low from side to side, and I say low instead of over your head. They're actually going up pretty high, but they're not swinging up overhead. Well, we're doing a side kick on one side and then a side kick on the other side. Hands and legs kicking out to the side on the same side at a time. I noticed myself kind of picking this one up, and that's totally fine. Like I said, it is our last low impact cardio exercise. So when it beeps again, we're coming back to walking. And then I have one final thing for us. We've had so much fun today. I have to make sure it feels like work, right? Gotta make sure that we make it tough enough that it feels like enough. Oh no, wait, it's always enough, my friend. You are enough. Your workout is enough. When it beeps, we're gonna slow it down a little bit with the walking. I am gonna let my heart rate come down a little bit because our finisher, of course, we're doing some balance work, you guys. At this age, here we go back to walking. I really am, I'm slowing this way down. At this age, no matter what your age is, it's a great time to practice your balance. What we're gonna do, it's an entire interval on one side of a front kick, back kick, jack. Your hands are going to be doing jumping jacks. Oh yes, totally throwing yourself off of your balance. While one leg is doing a front kick and a back kick, which means that you are standing on one leg for the entire interval. Grab a chair now if you feel like you're going to need one. That's totally okay. So front kick, and I'm going to tap down. Back kick, front kick, back kick. This is slower. It's not meant to be cardio. It's meant to be balance. It is a little bit of a drinky bird, not entirely. We're not really tipping forward. You are kicking wherever you feel comfortable kicking. For me, I probably could bend forward a little bit more, but my arms are totally throwing me off my game. What I'd like you to think about is engaging your thigh muscles on both the standing leg and the kicking leg. Not letting your joints do the work, but rather asking your muscles, your core muscles, your glute muscles, your thigh muscles to control that standing leg and to control your kicking leg. This is a long interval. I'm well aware of that. Doesn't feel super moderate anymore, does it? I know, but we're going back to walking nice and slow on this one. Again, keep your heart rate down, or okay, not as high as it once was during the workout, because of course we're going to do that on the other side. I'm allegedly moving on to my stronger side. I'm so curious because I didn't fall over at all on my allegedly less strong side. And I've noticed that the more I practice on what used to be my totally weak side, it's gotten significantly stronger because I spend so much time thinking about it. So here we go. Kick forward, kick back, and doing those slow jumping jack arms. Okay, this doesn't feel super bad. It always feels uncoordinated when I'm doing the kicking part or the whatever part with my left leg, but my right leg really still does have more or less stronger balance. The thing about being off balance, you probably have a dominant side. I mean, for many of us, if you are right-handed, it is very likely your right arm and your right leg that are stronger. It'll depend, of course, on your personal history. If you have a history of injuries, for example, on what maybe used to be a dominant side, like when you were younger, you have probably gained significant strength on the other side. I know lots of people who are left-handed are much more evenly balanced with their strength. And that was it, you guys. Let's do some tappers and cool this down. What a great job you did. We're gonna do some arm circles to cool this down. For my bees who are moving on to something else, even if today was a moderate day for you, I know some of you feel super compelled to do a little bit more. On screen, I have a card for you right up here that is gonna take you over to the suggested stacker. It's just a little 10-minute low impact cardio workout for you. For the rest of us, we're going to continue to cool down because the cool down is important, my friends. I know you know that, and I know that sometimes you want to skip it, but also some of you, I know, love to do an extended cool down. At the end of the video here, in just like a little bit, I will have for you on screen an extended cool down where you can really get an even better stretch than this. Let's go ahead and do some arm openers. Oh my gosh, open up that chest. Allow your muscles to cool down and relax. And then close it up tight. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back because, oh my goodness, you did enough today. You did enough. You did a great job, no matter how coordinated or uncoordinated any of those exercises felt for you. I know they always feel weird for me too, my friends. It's okay. I promise. It's okay. I hope you had as good of a time today as I did. I always enjoy sweating together with you. As promised here on screen, I do have an extended cool down for you also, so that if you'd like to do a little bit more stretching, a little bit more cooling down, it's available to you. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.